Welcome to the Radiant Black podcast. This is a podcast about the Radiant Black series by Kyle Higgins and Marcelo Costa, as well as the Massiveverse, a superhero universe created by the same two creators. I'm your host, Bashar, and I'm joined by my friends and my fellow co-hosts.
Ali, how's everybody doing?
Charlie.
And Matt. We screwed up the order there a little bit, but yeah, we're here. And,
every time. We're consistent at something.
Exactly, and consistency is key. And we're here to talk about San Diego Comic-Con.
Hell yeah. How are you doing, Bash?
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait to talk about the announcements, and it's a good time for us because I feel like some of these announcements are things we talked about, like Inferno Red Book 2, spoiler alert, like that was announced, so much hype, Kickstarter again. But yeah, I can't wait. So let's get right into it. One of the first things I want to show everybody is, okay, I'm going to share my screen here. And that's been a new staple of the podcast. We've been doing a lot of screen sharing. We're showing you guys as much as we can and everything because we want to be number ones at
sharing is caring.
Everything. Exactly. So there you go. Kyle Higgins Black Market News. Make sure you're subscribed if you're a fan of just Radiant Black or the Massiveverse, because that's the best place to be up to date on all the Massiveverse information and announcements. Now, thanks to Kyle Higgins, Ryan Sidoti, and everybody involved at the Massiveverse team for putting together this panel and then also putting it up online for us to listen to. We all listen to it. So yeah, this is the link. Kyle Higgins Black Market News. You see the link here. It's easy. You can find it on the Substack. It's free. Here we see the panelists, which we have Kyle Higgins, Brian Buccellato. So that's with the writer and co-creator of No One Radiant Black. And then he's another writer of No One. And Brian Buccellato is also doing another amazing book called Midlife with Stefano Simeone and Hassan Otsmane El House. Yeah. So the No One team doing another book. It's excellent. We got to read the first two issues. What did you guys think of Midlife?
I've only dug into the first issue so far, personally, but I've been absolutely loving it so far. It's something it's definitely a different take on superheroes before, kind of a different perspective on superheroes, from where this guy's coming from. But I loved all the dialogue, and the art's terrific. But all I'm gonna tease is bat nips. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus, I have not checked it out yet, but like the art, look at that cover. There's something about that cover. I can't even put my finger on it, but it's, I don't know, it just draws you in. And the art style has got that like almost like kind of like not Disney look or whatever, but I'm interested, and it looks pretty sweet. Brian Buccellato is a really good writer.
Yeah, same here. I haven't read it yet, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. It's just the cover. He kind of looks like young Wendell from Radiant Black 18.
Yeah. I remember seeing this and I thought like the text wasn't in the cover when I saw it, and I thought it was like a Radiant Yellow miniseries. It was the exact same team from No One. It's like all Massiveverse alumni. So I was like, oh, this is No One. And then I read it and I was like, oh, that's not.
Gotta love
but
it.
what I will say, it's really good. It's really good. I read issue 1 and 2 already. I think I read issue 1 twice, and then I read issue 2 twice. And then there's actually a moment in issue 1 about like a song, and I don't want to spoil it, but because he's 50 years old, there's a lot of and he's a Gen Xer. That's a big part of the story, and there's some like they talk about that, how they're the forgotten generation, and then there's this really I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, that's a big part of it. That's the Gen Xer thing is a big part of the first 2 issues in a really cool way. The Bat Nips thing was a really like that sucked me in right away. I'm not obviously not going to spoil more than that.
Phrasing.
Like, immediately, exactly. You see
that's
Bat
our
Nips
tease.
first,
That's our tease.
And I told Charlie that I was like, wait till you see the first line of dialogue. I guarantee you'll be sucked in.
Yeah,
it's
like
great. He writes very fluid, very honest, organic dialogue. It really feels like a bunch of people that he's conveying like college students at the beginning or young adults, and it really does feel like organic dialogue as opposed to something that feels forced or generic. Or a lot of comic book dialogue can come across as just like formulaic.
Yeah,
but like this one felt really organic. It really felt like watching a good TV show, like in terms of how it played out. It was well paced. Really, there's some. Charlie, did you read 1 and 2 or just 1?
Just one.
Oh man, you gotta read 2.
Just one. I will be doing that maybe after this podcast, but I've been looking.
But yeah, so 1 and 2, excellent. I can't recommend this book enough. Trust me, it's gonna be one that I think a lot of people might miss just because it looks very different, and it is very different than most things out there. But let me tell you, it's so good. Give it a shot. Pre-order issue number 1. I really think you'll dig it. These guys are super talented. And I can't wait to talk about it more with Brian Buccellato soon when we get him on for No One and this issue.
And if Kyle's bringing in Buccellato to do No One, you know that he thinks he's a high caliber writer, because that takes on a lot. And from this panel with how we talked about No One, like it made me want to dive back into it, because like it's incredible what they did with No One, and like even the show notes, creating articles and working with people at CNN to make sure that you're writing something that like connects with No One. Like it's impressive, and I don't know if it's getting the attention that it should.
Yeah, and recently, Brian Buccellato's newest announcement at SDCC was Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Yes, he will be writing that. Yes. Gorgeous cover art by Dan Mora, and then you've got art by Christian Duce in the actual event. So, sorry about that. So, Brian Buccellato, shout out. This is very exciting. I can't wait to check this out as well. But looking forward to it. There you go.
Amazing.
Moving on, we got Melissa Flores at the panel. Of course, we love Melissa, aka Misty. She's awesome. She just wrote a killer Dead Lucky issue as we return back into the Dead Lucky series. And we've got, of course, Megan Camarena, who is the co-writer of Radiant Pink. And
Melissa also got announced to be doing Spider-Gwen, right? I think
on tour.
So congratulations for that.
I hope they keep her on for longer.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I think a Marvel Unlimited, like a one shot or something. But yeah, congrats.
She's doing Echo on Marvel Unlimited. Yeah, which is really sweet. Yeah, I can't wait to check those out. But yeah, there's some photos in the panels. There's Ryan Sidoti, a friend of the podcast.
Yeah, he was great. He was great. Did a great job.
Excellent. Remember the Invincible podcast, Circle Guy News. Make sure you check them out. They're fantastic. They actually went to SDCC, obviously, because they're there.
They were in one of the panels. They were in the Invincible panel. They were in the video, which is great.
They got promoted.
They showed the big logo on this. Yeah, that was.
I was so happy for them. I was just like, yes, they deserve it. They deserve that recognition. So check that out. And then we had. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves,
whoa. What's that?
Paragon. Let's start with the biggest announcement. Pocket Paragons and Solstice. Is it Solstice? Wait. I always forget how it's. Solus Studios. Sorry. Pocket Paragons and Solus Studios are bringing. It's powered by Pocket Paragons, the game, and Solus Studios is bringing us a Massiveverse card game with character art by Dan Mora, which you can see right here. I
don't think no one was expecting seeing this piece of art before this weekend. Seeing Dan Mora do something like this.
And we've been asking for Dan Mora to do a cover or something.
Unbelievable, man. Yeah, this is great. And did he do the colors as well on this?
I have no idea. I was actually.
Do we know? Yeah, no. It matches kind of the Igor. It's not quite as bright, but it has those vibes.
I could stare at that Radiant Black helmet for hours. Just the details on it, and the reflections and stuff. It's just amazing. And I've been talking about wanting like an image game for years. And it's not a video game, but I love card games, and this is going to be a really engaging way to enjoy these characters.
Who knows? You might see some streams of games happening live on the podcast. Stay tuned. So.
I got my deal disc ready. Let's go.
And if you're one of the lucky individuals, I'm skipping ahead. If you're one of the lucky individuals who managed to go to San Diego Comic-Con 2023 and you went to the panel, then you got one of these given to you for free, I think. So congratulations to the people who did that. It's awesome. We're all looking forward to it. We added card game channels onto the Discord, and there's been so much conversation. We have people from Solus Studios just talking to us and just getting us all hyped, telling us more about the game. And I wanted to share here a few images I have of the game I've prepared.
And it's a Kickstarter, right? So later this year, I think they're opening the Kickstarter.
For people that feel like they missed out on the Inferno Go Red Kickstarter, we got a couple Kickstarters that we can actually get on the ground floor of that we'll be talking about later. And I'm wondering, these decks, is the Radiant Black, which Radiant Black is in the game? Is it Marshall or is it Nathan?
We've got, that's actually a good question. We've got the Rogue Sun cards here. I love the stubbornness in one of the cards.
It's not showing up for me.
Yeah,
there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Stubbornness is one of the cards.
That's amazing.
You can play the Blackfire. You can unleash the Blackfire. That's all you need.
Michael, Ryan, Kyle, everyone's been talking about how well this game plays, how much fun it is, how they're surprised by how well it translated into the card mode of it all. So I'm very excited for all of that. And then
there's also no border too. Look how they don't have a border too. They look really clean. It's like a really nice aesthetic. You don't see on many cards.
Oh yeah, and we've got some Radiant Black cards as well, of course. So there you guys go. We've got the standard Radiant Black card here. We've got God mode.
It's officially God mode, I guess.
Gravity
Love
Bubble,
that.
Energy Blast. I love that we have names for things now. Like
God,
these are
yeah,
gonna be the
yeah,
fun
yeah,
names, yeah,
yeah.
the names.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Event Horizon, Transform, Cosmic Strike, Gravity Shift. I love the images on the cards as well. All iconic moments from the comic book, of course. So if you're a reader, you're gonna recognize this right away. This is just so
awesome.
exciting. Yeah.
I'm hyped. This is one of my favorite announcements from the whole convention, let alone the panel. Like, it was really cool.
Yeah. And then here are some other ones. I think maybe these were the ones that came with the thing. I'm not sure, but these are some that were previewed at the website. So Teleport Slash from 001, Dragon Blast from Inferno.
I'm super curious, like, how this is gonna play. Like, can you only use one character, kind of, in all the attacks? Is it one-on-one? Is it like, so I'm super.
Do you think it's 3 different decks, like Rogue Sun, Radiant Black, and?
I think it's a deck per character, is my understanding. Right? Everyone has their own deck. So like, there's like a Rogue Sun, a Radiant Black, Cataclysm, Dead Lucky, and there's a couple others.
So you get to pick one of those characters, and then you get all those attack kind of things.
Yeah,
so
and maybe you can mix and match.
It says eight playable characters: Radiant Black, 001, Rogue Sun, Cataclysm, the Dead Lucky, Pyre, Inferno Red, and the Griffin. Each character deck is art pulled directly from the comics, plus character card art by the incredible Dan Mora. Yeah, Pyre is going to be a very big.
That's an interesting one, and we can talk about his importance kind of later.
Dead Lucky review. Yeah, but
in the Dead Lucky review, but also
in the panel.
In the panel, Melissa, I'll just say it now, like, really did say this next arc is going to start. We're going to get a bigger look at Pyre, and she was basically just saying how important this character is and how, like, I don't know, it seems like it could be a little more personal connection to BB that we don't know.
Yeah, Pyre is not just one of Guy's goons. Pyre's going to be a big deal.
I think she has a history with whoever this is.
This is like the coolest page right here.
Yeah, like that's
and
it's like the red with the blue energy, right? They both seem like they counteract. This could be BB's like big villain, like big bad.
And this is a character that easily has, like, where did this character rank on our tier list? Easily has the most potential to jump up. Like, this was
I think we put it B because we don't know.
Like, there was not.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought it was lower than that. Like, this was kind of a nothing character for me up until that, but I'm super.
His design really, or their design, resonated with me a lot. I like the fire on the face and the way the fire comes out.
That reminds me of the bar scene in 4 from Radiant Black. Like, the art is really good. Like, French is killing it, and Pyre looks sweet. Like, Dead Lucky's looking awesome.
Yeah. So Dead Lucky, lots to look forward to there. And then obviously we had the Radiant Pink SDCC cover. We've already shown that before on our stream, so you don't have to worry about seeing that again. But we'll do a quick shout out just because it's so gorgeous. Again, to the Massiveverse 2023 poster. I think we jokingly said before, we said, like, we're hoping someone could pick this up for us from the SDCC. Noah replied he couldn't. We were just kidding, so don't worry about it, Noah. I'm glad that you could get one. I'm glad.
Thanks for looking out.
Oh yeah, but look at that.
These things are wicked, man.
Yeah.
So
that's the poster. We have another announcement. It's actually super exciting, and I tweeted this because it was such a low-key announcement. They were like, "Oh, we're getting a Shift reprint with the trade paperback with the 4 issues from the four different mini comics from the Image series, which was hard to find, and it was a bit pricey because it had all these different anthology series from Image Comics." But here, I'll share that up in a second here.
The cover is so cool on that. It's one of my favorites.
Igor Monti, right?
Oh yeah, I'm glad they chose that.
So good.
I am so glad.
Super massive format. So if you're like, it's going to be square bound, like super massive. They said. And there's a new story you can see by Monti, Costa, Engler, Vega, and Carey. I'm sorry if I mispronounced any of those, but they're going to be writing a new story that's going to be the lead up for how Shift becomes involved in the
Catalyst War, basically. Yeah, and it's coming out around the time he's probably going to show up in the Catalyst War, around December, I think they said. And like, I haven't seen that many names on a Massiveverse book before, and just everything about this, like the Shift logo, I think is one of the strongest logos in general. Just look at it. It looks
incredible.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah. And the
way they lined it up with the Ray.
Yeah.
Criminal how good it is.
No, whatever Basuto's getting paid, not that he designs everything, but like everything that Basuto like overseas usually turns out good. The spine alone, like, I don't know, just amazing.
Yeah, I like how they gave him a shout out at the panel as well because of all his hard work. It's nice.
None of the Australians could make it. Matt Groom and Basuto and Ryan Parrott didn't, but they had videos. Ryan was
Yep.
stuck in the wretched lands of
Right.
Denver. Cast aside, no, I'm kidding. I love Denver, Colorado.
Another thing for us to look forward to, please, for those of you who have been asking us about it so much, so many people have been asking, where can I get the shift story? Why was it in the image? Please reprint it. Here you go. This is your perfect opportunity. $6 US. You get the old story, which was spread out through 4 issues. You get a new story, and you get it in the beautiful packaging in the sleek format. Like, it doesn't get better than that. Look at that cover. Those of you that missed the ratio, you get it there with his logo, like the guy said.
And even if you have read it, like I know personally, it is kind of a pain in the ass going through it, like those big anthology issues to find that like small story like in each issue. So yeah, it's just convenience too.
It's just right there.
And who knows? Maybe we'll give one away or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you never know. Stick around; things may get shifty, you know. But yeah, that's it in terms of. Oh, there's one more thing. So yeah, of course, last but not least, and we saved the best for last. Well, the best was the trading card game. But we saved the second best for last because we just, this is very close to our hearts. The Ryan Parrott has shown us a huge reveal. So while he couldn't attend the Comic-Con, he showed us something really cool, which is 3 new Rogue Sons. We have a Viking Rogue Son whose name is Rune Ganolf. We have an Egyptian Rogue Son, which, like, shout out, that's amazing.
Oh man!
And we have a Native American Rogue Son. So it looks like we're going to really be taking a deeper look at the Rogue Son legacy, which, if you've read the most recent issue, and review's coming very soon, the legacy is really expanded. What'd you guys think of this?
I'm so excited, man. This is so cool because, like, since the first issue, we've always been thinking, like, what do the older ones look like? What do they do? How were they? Were they even good or bad people? Like, I think this is amazing. I'm mostly excited for the ancient Egyptian one, obviously. That's where I'm from, so that'll be really cool for me to see. What about you guys?
Barbarian looks sweet. A flaming battle axe is going to be badass. If that does, that's going to be a blaze. So I'm really excited for that. And look at these designs; they're like bulletproof. So yeah, the Egyptian's a really cool idea. And personally, I'm most excited about the Viking because like we get like Skyrim vibes kind of and stuff like that. But like you can't go wrong with any of these.
Yeah. I think last year we got a lot of villains and stuff. So yeah, this year is kind of cool. Seeing some different Rogue Sons, and yeah, I just can't wait to dive back into this new arc. We know in the Sunstone, who knows what's gonna go down. So yeah, can't wait.
I agree. I mean, I like all of these designs. They all look super exciting. I honestly couldn't pick a favorite if I had to, at least yet. But I will say, like, the hype level.
We have to see it first.
I think the Egyptian one for me was the first one that caught my eye, I will say. But they're all.
I just love it with the whole like Egyptian Moon Knight we recently got.
It's got gold. That's badass.
These always feel like the best WoW classes I'll never get to play, right? Like they're so dope. Like, damn. So yeah, that was amazing. And of course, like we kind of like skipped over a little bit, but like Inferno Go Red 2 is on Kickstarter.
Oh no, we got that coming up next. No worries.
Okay, sweet.
Shameless plug, because there's a whole Kickstarter we want to post about. Shameless plug. Check out the Rogue Sun podcast. We actually review. That's us, a new podcast where we review everything Rogue Sun. Where our newest Rogue Sun 14 review will probably be up today or tomorrow. So
yeah, it's the 4 of us in a trench coat trying to sneak into a movie. No, it's basically the same panel of fun folks just talking about Rogue Sun because it's hard to, we don't want to divert our focus too much, and to fully be able to talk about Rogue Sun in one place makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it deserves the focus and attention as a series, and deserves more eyes. Yeah, so hopefully more people discover Rogue Sun, because even recently we had, I think, Paperback Dan, shout out, who tweeted they recently got into Rogue Sun and it was incredible. They got volume 1 and 2 and they need 3, and I just get so happy when I see people like discovering other Massiveverse books, and because I know he's been reading Radiant Black for a while, so it made me so happy. Keep up the great work, Ryan Parrott. Abel, of course, with the incredible designs. I'm not sure whether he colored this or not. I'm assuming he did, but just incredible stuff. Rogue Sun. And then finally, of course, which Matt just mentioned, we had the biggest, well, not the biggest, they're all huge reveals, but we had Inferno Girl Red Book 2. So that was
yeah. I remember in our predictions, Mr. Bash put this out, and I was hoping, but personally I thought it was going to be too soon for an announcement.
Well, a big theme for RGR is belief. And here we are.
that is true, and I didn't have it as much, but I am
look at
so
that cover. Look at that.
Blazing Inferno Red.
Yeah. This thing's just crazy. Just crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know.
So it's not officially like open yet, but there's links available for
Kickstarter.
To get
Michael said next few weeks.
Oh.
Like it should be over the
Okay,
next
sweet.
like few weeks. Yeah, not next
Oh,
few
wow.
months. So
Okay.
something to look forward to. They showed even like some promo art here. This is what's his name looks like picking up the helmet of his
Yeah,
father.
the sun.
Dealing with the
sun's gonna
lineage,
be
right?
coming.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
both have
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, that's
to
gonna be
keep up
cool.
with.
Yeah, I really can't wait, man. I really this one's one of the ones that really got me hyped. And here's the Kickstarter project, as you can see. So through the link, we've got Ferigato Red Books 1 and 2 by Eric Dorso. You can obviously save to get notified.
Oh, you get book
And,
1 along with it? Book 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think probably they'll have different backing options,
Okay,
things
cool.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but I truly can't wait for this. You guys know how
Which
much
they
we
are now
love-
sold out on Black Market Narrative. All the hardcover number 1s, those are completely sold
Okay.
out now. So
Yeah, you guys know how much we loved Inferno Go Red, book 1. This was like we were so excited, and it leaked a little bit early. I don't know if it was a leak per se because Bleeding Cool released an article, which we
I
then
think it was on purpose.
Yeah.
And they knew Matt wasn't there to
Yeah.
announce it. So it's like,
Yeah.
let's give him his own little thing beforehand, which is good.
Yeah. So extreme, like hype levels are truly unparalleled. We really can't wait for this. Man, it's a good time to be a comic book fan and a great time
Yeah.
to be a Massiveverse fan.
I'm so happy
Yeah.
for the team. Matt said on the panel that it sounded like it did really well. Like it sounded like it was a pretty big success, the IGR Volume 1.
I
so,
sure hope so.
Yeah, so I'm definitely backing it. I know they got 4 more backers this time for sure. So
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. I
Oh,
think they got a lot more. Like I saw the amount of tweets I saw, like, oh shit, like I can't believe I didn't back this the first time. Oh, I missed out. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be in the second time. So yeah, I
mean, we all missed out, right?
I think we all
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of
Oh,
us.
big
we all
time,
missed out.
big
we're
time.
going from kicking ourselves to kickstarting now. It's great. It's great.
I was so happy when they posted book 1 on Black Market Narrative.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because I felt like
yeah.
I messed up not backing it the first
Oh,
time. I'm not
for
missing
sure.
that again. Do
Yeah,
you
for
guys
sure.
think it'll release in individual issue format too?
That's a good question. I would
maybe.
assume they would do the same. I think they would have to look and see how those sold compared to the whole collected editions.
I think it's
but-
more likely than not.
Yeah, I would think
I
so
hope so
too.
too.
I don't see why not. Give people who missed out on it a chance to pick it up as well. Yeah, I mean, and the trade just came out a couple of months ago as well. And here's the official description. When her new home of Apex City was ripped out of existence and cast into darkness, Cassia Costa had to embrace an ancient power to become the legendary hero Inferno Go Red. She rose to the challenge, pushing herself farther than she ever thought possible. But though Cassia protected the city from its first major threat, it cost her dearly. Now, still reeling from a heartbreaking loss, Cassia must forge a relationship with a new mentor and expand an unlikely team, because the consequences of her previous victory have come back to haunt her, and a villainous duo is on the rise. A fraught potential romance beckons, a long-held secret threatens to be revealed, and an unimaginable choice could see Apex City left defenseless. Can Cassia navigate it all, or even survive it all? Very exciting. 120 pages of story. With behind-the-scenes materials and informational pages. That's what it'll have, according to this Bleeding Cool article.
And
So
same
thank you,
team, right?
Rick.
Igor's back.
The exact same team: Erica Dioso,
Hell yeah.
Matt Groom, Igor Monti, Beckett Carey, the incredible team. And I think these are some of the most exciting, like, newer creators, and like I'd say newer. I don't say newer like they're brand new, but like they're just starting to become more mainstream creators.
We're talking about them
comics.
before they're like
They're
massive names in the
huge,
industry. I feel like.
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially like I think Erica, like I really think her time is going to come as an artist. Like she
Oh.
really reminds me a lot of her idols, which is like a mix of Mahmoud Asrar, Stefano Simeone, a little bit of Stefano Simeone in her own way, a little bit of like Simone Di Meo. Like I really just love her artwork, but it's all very unique. Like you could tell this is her artwork, her identity in art. It's beautiful. I love it. I can't wait for. Here's the panel. I can't wait for book 2. So yeah, if you're interested in backing it and not missing, just follow the link on the Bleeding Cool article or on the Black Market Substack, or just Google it. You can find it easily.
Yeah, you can sign up to Notify now, and they'll just email you and let you know when it's up and going. So yeah,
Already
do that.
726 people signed up. So
Love
boom.
that.
Yeah. I think that's everything from. Oh yeah. One last thing. Two last things. There was a no one thing, and there was a Kyle Higgins thing. But let's do the no one thing. So they obviously showed some pages from the new issue of No One, which I'm not going to tease in case some people aren't caught up. But obviously, No One's
No one like they got doxxed and hacked at the SDCC
Yep.
panel.
Yeah.
Like we're just
Yeah.
it wasn't
Here
good.
it is.
Love that.
Here it is.
That was great. That was great.
Wait.
Attendees, fans, Obsessives, you say you support justice, and you
Good
wish
texture on that.
crime and corruption avenged, but you worship false gods with corporate masters. Renounce these mascots of entrenched corporate superhero fiction, and turn your gaze toward the real.
Audio is kind of whatever.
Yeah, no, that was.
It's pretty scary.
That was super cool to see. My honestly, my first thought was this guy needs to. Maybe he's like Moon Knight. He wants people to see him, but this guy's got to be dimming his light when he's running on these rooftops. He's just got this beaming light on his face, just like showing him off. But yeah, no, that was a great video. The voice is always cool to hear.
Yep.
And yeah.
And last but not least, David Finch was at San Diego Comic-Con, so Kyle was able to buy the original art, the pencils to the Radiant Black #1. I'm super jealous. When I saw this, I was like, "Fuck! I wish I knew David Finch had it so I could buy it." But then I was like, "You know what? Like,
he bought it.
The best outcome." Oh, I'm pretty sure he bought it.
I took it as he gave it to him, but that makes a lot more sense just because Kyle wrote Radiant. That would be quite a present for sure. I don't know about that, but well, holy shit, yeah. It's incredible cover, and yeah, so happy he has it.
I've seen photos of parents with newborns that look less elated. He's done a lot, and honestly, he deserves a lot of praise. Like that's his baby, and like the Massiveverse has been amazing, and that cover alone is one of my favorites. It's just so badass, and to see the Promethean like origins of it is just awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
Sure. And also, did we talk about like the timeline confirmation at all?
I actually have that image. So the last thing was we got confirmation on whether it was going to be a what if issue or it's going to be something else. And here is the official confirmation. Give me 1 second to share.
It's a what if we didn't know what the series even is.
So I'm gonna show some clips I showed to other people because I was onto this. So here's the reveal. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read Radiant Black 25, they released 2 versions of Radiant Black 25, an A cover and a B cover. They had different pages. It was mainly the last like 6 or so pages where the choice of who becomes Radiant Black is revealed. In cover A, we had Marshall become Radiant Black at the end. In cover B, we had Nathan. And we thought it was maybe a what if, or perhaps they were going to do one for each catalyst or issue. We speculated it could be one way or the other because of the connecting covers. Well, we got confirmation from everybody that the 2 timelines are going to diverge. There's going to be cover A's and B's for Radiant Black 26 to 30, and they're all going to be unique art. I think Eduardo Ferigato and Kyle are doing the A with Marshall, and then Marcelo and Kyle are doing the B with Nathan, which is really cool. So that's going to be, they said they will diverge. They said it's going to be unique. It's going to be
totally different, right? It's not going to be like a few pages here and there. Totally.
And this made me curious because I remember last episode I kind of just threw it out there, but I was thinking for sure and this kind of goes to that is maybe Wendell actually did this himself when he when he blew up. He diverged those timelines himself.
Yeah,
he's giving them 2 possibilities. So
yeah,
it could be something like that. But yeah, this is gonna be crazy.
People were speculating Nathan's going to become Radiant Yellow, and I was like, I don't think
what? Where did that come from? What the fuck? That'd be wild, man.
Wendell got sucked into the thing, right? He got taken out of the thing.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, we need a Radiant Yellow. And I'm like, I don't think he's gone. Because 001 was gone. Then he came back.
Yeah.
What if Wendell ends up trapped in there like 001, like guiding the Radiants going forward and stuff too? There's a lot to deal with here. Also, so these last issues, it was only the 5 pages that were different, and they're also very similar. So I'm assuming going forward, like 26A and B will have much more diverging.
That was my biggest question. So the entire issues are going to be different
stories,
right?
Yeah, different Radiant Black.
Me and Charlie having read, I haven't read some of the Kyle Higgins, my Morphin Power Rangers one. I think Charlie's read all of it, but we talked about some of the similarities between like Premiere, the big reveal, and the Green Ranger. And we talked about how like this could be building up to, someone called it a singularity one-shot. That's a good name with the black hole themes and everything. Like a singularity one-shot similar to Shattered Grid, but the singularity one-shot would have both timelines converging into like a new timeline where it's like all the events are taking place at the same time, something like that. Because it's like he said this is bigger than Invincible War. Like he compared it and he said like the scope of it is bigger. So it could be something cool like that where it's like we're getting all kinds of crazy shit because one of the coolest things about Invincible War, and skip the next 10 or 20 seconds if you haven't read Invincible, is that you get to see spoiler, all these different versions of Invincible, right? Kind of like multiversal, like Batman almost. And they're all really fucking cool, like really cool. So really cool. So yeah, and one of them even has a story later down the line, which is insane. So I'm very excited for that. What did you guys think? Were you guys like, holy fuck? Because I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have so much to talk about. We're gonna have to basically review 2 comics for every single.
I remember Matt saying this last episode was these guys have been planning this thing forever. So I think you weren't complete. You wouldn't. I think you said you wouldn't be completely surprised if they did two different issues or something. But I was just like, holy, like that's just way too much of an endeavor. But here we are again, and yeah, these guys are always knocking our socks off.
Well,
so,
look what they did for 18. That's 4 timelines right there. That's almost like 4 stories in one issue in the yellow issue. So it's they bite off. You'd think that they'd be biting off more than they can chew, but no, they managed to friggin' nail it. And to do like I get the point. I get the point of the comic buyer. I don't want to say consumer, but the comic reader, right? You don't want to buy 2 issues to get one full story, but it's when it's such a good series. You're getting double the work, so really you're just getting like 6 months of comics in 3 months. That's probably not a good comparison, but you're just getting twice as much. It's like warp speed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with Matt on this. I think we're lucky. We get double a dose of Radiant Black for the next however many months. Yeah, Catalyst Warzone. We get to see both Marcelo and Eduardo going at it. At the same time.
That's great. So yeah, Marcelo's drawing all the Nathan stuff. Eduardo's drawing all the Marshall stuff. So yeah, that's super exciting. And yeah, I just can't wait. Now, is cover B gonna be from now on? Because I remember for that 25, it was a little cheaper. Is that gonna be the case, or are they all gonna be full price?
When I checked like the solicits online, they all had $3.99, both A's and B's.
Yeah.
I think 25.
They said it's gonna be full price. They said 25 has a discount, but they said like the retailers had a choice on whether to apply it. But if you bought the digital edition, I think it was only $1 for B.
That's fair.
Yeah,
because 25 is less.
They said
25 is less
forward, it's
and it's 5. Yeah, it's only those 5 little pages, right? So yeah.
So moving forward, it's full price because it's like narratively 2 experiences, and they have two different artists.
And it's necessary to protect the twist. Like you have to do it at the end so you get the twist, and then the rest is just full value going forward. And still the memorabilia of holy shit, they diverted into 2 A and B. Like the A and B covers used to just be like a different way to sell the book and get people to buy the book. Yeah. But now it's literally like you're getting different content. It's like Pokemon. It's like red and blue version. It's wild.
I was showing Ali this. Here's some like flashbacks from before, right? Can you hear the audio?
I just want to say if they're both
Can you hear?
Who are these chuckleheads?
Okay, check this out. Check this out, okay? So it's pretty funny here.
I just want to say if they're both Radiant Black in the issue, like if it does come out that they're both and he's playing with us, that would be a lot of fun.
No, I don't think so.
I doubt this guy.
I just want to say if they're both Radiant Black.
Okay. Wait.
Connected, right? So you guys see there's 2 Radiant Blacks. It's not me. There's 2 Radiant Blacks. Like it's not just me here. Really good. Do you see that? Like, there's 1, 2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's.
You guys see, there's 2 Radiant Blacks.
Right.
So yeah,
like, I don't know if this is like kind of like mind fucking us or what, but every single issue of the covers have 2 Radiant Blacks. Like, is this just like your trolling us, or is that what's gonna happen? Like, are they both gonna be Radiant Black in the event, or is this just like aesthetically nice? Like, I don't know.
I'm seeing double 4 Radiant Blacks. It's so good.
All these covers, it's issue 25.
Yeah, so I think safe to say Bash had no idea.
We had no idea.
Yeah,
but
that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
That's great. I love it.
thinking-
And they've been fucking us like this literally since issue 21 when there was 2 Radiant Blacks on the cover, and then we go and it's just one of them. So it's like, yeah, the way they fucking are able to.
Dude, they lied to us already. They were like, "We're gonna tell you to vote." Well, you didn't tell us to vote, and they apologized. It's okay. We're not upset or anything. But I'm just saying, you guys are trying to throw us off the scent. And even Ryan Parrott said something really cool. Where, no spoilers, the most recent Rogue Sun issue ended very, very interesting. very
Yeah.
interesting, like final page, and you're just thinking like, what the fuck? And then right, Fair tweets like, oh, trust me, if you think you know what's happening, you don't. And it's like, if I had to literally, like, you know how like Alien, it's like in space, no one can hear you scream. Or is that the promo for Alien? Or it's like
Pretty much,
for Predator AVP, it's like whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
It's like if you had to describe the Massiveverse, it's like if you think you know what's gonna happen, trust me, you don't. Or soon. Those would be the two taglines for the Massiveverse.
You don't know
right?
anything and you'll love it. Basically.
Exactly.
Okay, question. In issue 3, does Nathan have the beard when he has the dream and he's like the evil version of Nathan?
Yep.
Yes.
See, I feel like we're gonna get bearded Nathan in probably the Marshall timeline, like the cover A timeline. I feel like we're gonna get bearded. No, B. If he has it, I can't predict the exact point, but we're getting bearded Nathan in the next couple issues. That's my prediction.
All right.
Save this clip.
I'm not asking for a super.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you're muted, Bash.
You're muted.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bash.
You're muted, Bash.
Sorry, I'm saying I'm gonna save it because the return of bearded Nathan's huge. But the truth is, are we gonna get Dark Timeline Kathy? That's the real question.
I want a
Ooh.
Kathy deck of cards. That's what I want, like a secret lair draw.
Damn.
We got
Man.
the Rogue Sun Kathy in fucking Rogue Sun today. Was it Astrid or like Mama Bell? We got the Rogue Sun Kathy today. So
We thought
I'm
Marshall
just
not
saying.
having family would have screwed him, but Kathy being around to advise Nathan with the Radiant Black power, that's why she was there at the thing, making sure if Nathan dies, the timeline's fucked. It's just all coming. No, we're not going there. I haven't talked about Kathy in a long time, so it's been building up. Yeah.
We have one last review. It actually dropped today, and it was really funny because shout out to Matt Martin and Ken from the Ocho Duro Parlay Hour podcast, who posted this early on Twitter, showing us these connecting covers celebrating the 20th anniversary of The Walking Dead, and it just so happens that the Massiveverse covers are going to be they're going to have Walking Dead themes for some variants. So I'll share
A
that
and B
right
included.
now.
The twist continues. It goes on. So Nathan and Marshall both get to have fun with the crossover.
Yeah, I actually didn't think about that. That's true. Yeah, so there's the 2 Radiant Black covers right away, and you got No One, which is if that's Rick, like I can't tell.
It is. It's Rick.
It is Rick.
Looks
Okay,
like
yeah,
Rick.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's Michonne right next to her. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, I asked for Michonne. I'm just like, my man.
How cool! I wish we got Reggie Roadkill, or not Reggie Roadkill, or just Reggie the zombie would be amazing, but kind of mean spirited. Also, it's perfect that Nathan is there with Glenn and Marshall is there with Negan. The personalities really fit.
Man, that Rogue
Is-
Sun cover takes the cake, though. That's gorgeous.
It's so nice. The composition's
That's so nice.
amazing. Yeah.
Damn.
I love that like Stefanos Simeone has been killing it. So check out Midlife because we mentioned that earlier. He's doing the art on that book, and obviously pre-order these guys. This is to you guys and to the listeners, guys. These are gonna be hard to find because not a lot of people are gonna order them. It's gonna be like the Spawn variants where it's like they'll be there for a week and then they'll be just like extinct. You know
Also,
what I mean?
Andrew and BB is a really nice touch. Those two characters,
Yes.
would get some headshots for
That's
sure.
amazing. Yes. No, this
Is
is
this,
actually like amazing.
I love it.
Is this just like a Massiveverse Walking Dead thing, or are they doing it with other image titles too?
I think it's with other image titles.
Yeah,
Kinda like
Ice Cream Man's getting one.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, cool.
But so this is amazing, and like I love The Walking Dead and stuff, and Spawn's really cool. If there was like another image franchise out there that they could cross over with the covers, like maybe has like a 20th anniversary as well or something, would be cool. I was going to cough a certain name, but that'd be too obvious. But either way, these are fantastic.
Interesting.
Is
Yeah, it's
it
amazing.
one that I think just had a trailer come out for like a second season of television that got like 3 million views?
Like
I don't know.
maybe their dad's like in Mortal Kombat or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I
We'll
think
talk about
so.
that, but real talk. I do want to say Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat is friggin' sweet, and
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Are you
voiced by
talking-
J.K. Simmons.
Are you
What a
talking
fucking
about the one that like Radiant Black said that this series is for fans of that? Is that the one?
let's not be so
Yeah.
sarcastic that they don't do it to fight us. But yeah,
All right, but yeah.
let's do 2 seconds. Just Invincible News is friggin' sweet. Like I don't want to step on the Invincible podcast coattails here, but yeah, the Adam Eve special was really
Yeah,
sweet.
who
Like,
watched it? Who watched it? Y'all watch it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
I actually like reread the comics. By the way,
Yes.
We got Lance Reddick in there too, which was such a nice.
Yes. Yes, I was
It's like quite the
surprised.
bastard.
I heard the voice and I was like, "No way,
Is that
that's
him?
him."
I'm moving it.
Yeah.
I finally found it. I have volume 2 somewhere as well, but
It's beautiful.
It's so nice. Go buy this
Nice.
if you don't have it yet. It's
Yeah,
so
no,
nice.
that was awesome. And just one last Invincible question: do you guys think Spider-Man's going to show up in season 2?
Oh, I really hope so, man. I'm
No.
seeing
I
all
hope
like
so. I hope so, because that book,
Conspiracies
I
and
have that book, and it's worth so much money already. And if he shows up, it's gonna be worth so much more money. No, no joke. That would be huge.
So
Be
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think it was like too obvious putting Josh Keaton on there.
This is what I'll say. I agree with you. I wouldn't be too surprised, but I would also be surprised because like I didn't expect Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. So it's like, and then Marvel's doing one, right? Planet of the Apes or something like that.
But Sony has the rights, like to do the. No, never mind. Never. That's just
Marvel's doing something
Warner
like
Brothers.
that,
Yeah,
too.
Warner Brothers has.
So they're both
Godzilla
doing
and
these
Kong.
like crossovers. Yeah, they're with different companies. So like, if Kirkman pulled this out of his hat, I think this would be like huge. Like it would be huge, especially in this current climate, post Spider-Verse, right? Like we're in the Spider-Man is in the minds of the general masses because we're in the transition between Spider-Verse 1, across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and across Spider-Verse Part 2. So people are still talking about it and waiting for the trailer. So it's like, I think if it came out in November and the trailer for Spider-Verse 2 came out then, and the episode, like it would be huge.
Well, in the poster, they got like on the cell phone, it looks kind of like the cover and stuff like that. Like
it's gotta be it. It looks.
You don't.
It's the cover. It's the cover. But it's like, is that him just fucking with us? Because it's like.
Yeah, no, that was my only thought. Like I was like, it's almost too obvious.
But they have like 3 angstroms. They teased the friggin' Adam Eve episode.
Yes, and yes, it is very possible, and it's in play.
There's a lot of smoke. I wouldn't be talking about it if there wasn't a lot of smoke there. And if they do it, holy shit! Either way, Invincible season 2, let's go. But like that would be wild if we actually got that. And Gwynvincible. No, just kidding.
That'd be cool. Are we getting Doc Ock then? In that case,
I don't know. Maybe
there were a lot of characters in the posters that they teased for season 2, including like 3 angstroms, I think. So
a lot of new voices in there. I can't wait.
Oh my god, so many! It's like stacked.
So many.
Rhea Seahorn. We got Optimus Prime.
So excited for that.
Anyways, I don't want to make this all invincibly, but that was amazing. Really great. Image killed it at Comic-Con this year.
Truly, they killed it. So last second announcements, or not, just reminders. Don't forget to get your pre-orders in for those things. Don't forget to look into the Kickstarter so we don't miss it. If you sign up for the notification, they will email you. I've already gotten an email about the Kickstarter, so excited for that. If you're in the Discord, we're gonna update everybody in every step of the Kickstarter way. As soon as it drops, every day we'll post updates. We'll promote it on our social.
You might hear tidbits from the creators and like stuff early and stuff. So Discord is always a cool place to be.
Yep. So check out all the new things. If you went to San Diego Comic-Con, tag us with some of your loot and your experiences and all that. Let us know you had a blast. I'm sure you had a great time. And thank you for joining us on this awesome episode where we talked the huge San Diego Comic-Con news. It's amazing. It's going to be massive. And by the way, I wrote. You guys see that title was one of the jokes we made before. It's like the Massiveverse just got more massive. Someone used that as a title for an article. I love that.
Yeah. I was just reading.
Never know. And also thanks to our patrons that keep the lights on as well. Always appreciated.
Yes, we have our patrons right here. Thank you so much for supporting us, Noah M, Patrick, Joe J, and Jordan C. Really appreciate everything you guys do and for helping us keep the lights on. We do want to send out those stickers soon. We're just trying to think about what the best way to send them because I don't want to ask for people's address, but at the same time, it's like it's literally the only way. We're also doing giveaways for other stuff. That was going to be Patreon giveaway only because we want to just give back to our patrons as a thank you. So be excited for that. And we have ideas for Patreon cast stuff. Matt and Charlie have been cooking up really cool ideas that we might do soon. Both Radiant Black related, Massiveverse related and non-Massiveverse related.
Yeah, true.
So it could just be Massiveverse alumni related, but not necessarily Massiveverse related.
So for now, if you want your names written across the stars, that's the least we can do for now. And then we've got some ideas cooking, and also just suggest stuff to us as well. If there's ideas that you guys have, you want to hear.
Yeah,
totally.
We're open to it. Shoot us some. We have Rogue Sun. radiantblackpodcast@gmail.com. That's where please email us. I see like all these other shows say that, like email us, but we hardly ever get emails. So it's like if you really want to talk, I want to get on the show.
I'd be surprised. I wonder how many shows actually get emails when they say that. I think about that all the time.
We put it out for 8 billion genies, like for panel. We put out like email us. We got like 5 emails in an hour.
Yeah, I just like it's so much faster going on Twitter. Just text, just message the guy. But emails always open.
You don't have to be formal. Just tag us any social.
Or Or if you want to be formal, if you send a raven or
Yeah.
like something like that, that's even
Yeah.
better.
Twitter you can only write so many letters. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
But yeah, thanks everyone. We loved it. That was great. Thanks for the panel. They killed it. Kyle, you uploaded it. You didn't have to, so it's really great
Yep.
for us and for people to feel like they were there. It's great.
Yeah. We'll see you next time, everybody. Stay radiant.